So Tesla and Nvidia both were short at the open, similar to SPY QQQs. Tesla game plan, bearish bias, only long if 250 holds, no go under 247. So right at the open, Tesla was short 250 when I gave the short, 932, and then Tesla was trading at 244s by 945s. So you could make $4 or $5 per share, but that was just a morning trade. And then came the bounce, so we had to stop out. So we stopped out when this pushed. We tried to long. I gave a long on Tesla at 248, and Tesla pushed, but 34.50 reject. That is fine because 34.50 is always a resistance. When it pulled back, we stopped out. We took a loss because if we didn't stop out here, we would have lost more money by the time it filled back. Now came the second curls, and that's where you can retry the longs. I was not a fan of it until you got the bigger breakout right here. So that's why when I say the longs were a little tough today, you could long here, but then you have to use this same risk of the pre-market lows. So that was why Tesla was a little tough there. But once you get the second curl, then you use the 34.50, 34.50. So 34.50 clouds is more important. So same thing was for Nvidia. We short on the open and close out. If you don't want to trade open, that's fine, leave it. Because once something comes back over pre-market lows, you know it's not going to work, and this can happen. Key is to keep your losers small. And Nvidia also rejected 34.50. We stopped out, took a loss, scratch, and we moved on. Then came the second curl, and even that was choppy, but then we had this round trend line push curl. Then you could trade that as well. So when I say that the curl was choppy, your stops based upon the 512s were not going to work today. Your stops had to be pre-market lows. So that was the pre-market lows held. And same thing for Tesla. When you're trying to long Tesla again, your stops are right here at pre-market lows. If you play this curl, the stops are pre-market lows. So that's the concept you could use today. And that's how a lot of traders were long. I gave the MTF target, filling the gap. Nvidia filled the MTF. So that was the complete story about Tesla and Nvidia today.
Come to trade with Ripster. Join the community at www.tenettradegroup.com.